also that you're not living in the Matrix, or for that matter, you're not living like The Sims, right? You know, like this is just a game, right? You're not really you, I'm not really me, this is just part of the program.
It's a couple of simple tests. I would say the first test is to cut off your dick and see if it hurts, if it grows back. But if it doesn't grow back, then...
Yeah, but that's part of the program. The program is to fucking make you feel pain if you try and cut your cock off. You know, the program's got inbuilt mechanisms, right, to make your hair grow, right? You know, bring people into your life, put voices inside your head. How do you know? How can you prove that all of this is not a program?
Because when you die, you know, you'll finally get back to reality, the real reality.
No, when you die, the program ends, so you'll never know.
No, it doesn't end.
Who says?
Wake up from the Matrix. You wake up and you say, "Oh my God, that was just a dream." All those things, all those conversations with Bulldog, there weren't that many. All those things like Facebook and Facebook's likes didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Well, they don't mean anything.
That was just all part of the program. That was just part of the program. All the Facebooks, all the G pluses, they're all programs. We all know that they're programs. We're just a program inside that program.
I want to keep my Facebook friends up and use them.
See, you've got to give me ultimate proof that you're not living inside a fucking program, and then you're just part of the program. When you die, the program stops running at that stage, and you'll never know. You never get to find out.
Well, maybe you have some ideas.
You know, it's a bit like when I deleted The Sims off my hard drive, they no longer have got the ability to think about whether they were in the program or not, because I've wiped the fucking hard drive clean and I've replaced The Sims with some other people. So how do you know that you're not part of the program and the same thing's going to happen to you?
Well, I know, I guess...
Chopping your dick off is not going to solve the fucking problem, right? It's just a bit like...
That's a stupid idea. I know that I'll die, I guess.
Yeah, because you've seen other programs die, right? We all know that. You've seen other programs come and go, right? Yeah. So you've just assumed that, oh, okay, this is part of the program, I know I'm going to die. Right? That's just the program coming to an end. So you need to demonstrate another way, you know, how the program's working and how you're going to like debug the program. How you can prove that you're not in the program.
How would one start proving that?
I'm asking you that. That's my question to you. You wanted to go ahead and chop your fucking cock off, and I fucking turned you off that lucky.
I wanted to do that for fun. Alright.
Yeah, but like chopping your cock off is just like snipping a bit off the program. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to generate so much shit now. We've just got Aladdin here without a cock, and that's still part of the program. So how would we go about demonstrating that you're not inside the program?
Well, actually, I don't. You can say there's not possible because then you got to work. You got to get to the fucking job and work on how to fucking work out that you're not inside the program. Right? Chopping fucking parts of your body off is not going to prove anything except for self-mutilation, right? Which I don't recommend. But then again, I have seen people do that. I've actually, you know, like I know people who chop their balls off and things like that, and fucking earlobes and things like that, but that's not proving anything. That's just showing me that you like fucking chopping parts of your body off, right? Well, I don't know, I would say that
might be in the program because we kind of live our lives programmatically. I mean, we do the same things and shit. I mean, but
so do programs.
Maybe that doesn't. What?
So do programs. They do the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of. I mean,
you know, like when you start up, say, like, I don't know, Paint Shop Pro, you know, oh, okay, I'm going to pick blue today and I'm going to write a few letters, and then I'm going to colour it in with yellow, and I'm going to make a square over here in green, right? All you're telling me is how a fucking program works. We all know that, right? They're just a primitive program. Then we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of other programs. I want you to tell me how we can fucking work out that we're not in a program right now. You know, chopping body parts off, I thought that was like, well, that's not really, you know, that's just like saying, oh, well, I had a colour palette and I had 25 colours and I've just deleted the yellow. Well, deleting the fucking yellow doesn't mean the fucking program's still not fucking going to run. So how are we going to fucking demonstrate we're not inside a fucking program right now? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, in a biological program, that's the most obvious one, right?
Yeah, but that's part of the program itself. The biological part, you know, like you're listening to me, I'm listening to you. That's just part of the program. That's like voices in your head.
But the thing is that if we weren't in the program, then we wouldn't have any programs in ourselves like the biological one. I don't know, this might sound stupid, but that's why.
You're not getting it. How do you know that this is not some sort of simulation and we're being observed by an intelligent or some aliens who are just going, and they're running this experiment right now, right, to see, because they're in the same dilemma. They want to see how we get out of this fucking dilemma, because they're in the same dilemma, because they want to know if they're inside a program themselves. And they're observing us. So imagine, like, for instance, the universe is inside a glass jar, and the aliens are observing what's going on inside that glass jar and saying, okay, these humans, they've come to the conclusion that they're in a fucking program, and they're using us to work out a way of, you know, like demonstrating how they're not in a program, because the aliens who have done this experiment, they're in the same dilemma. They want to see how the fuck they know that they're not in a fucking program. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't think you can be outside of a program. That's like saying that God is outside of the universe.
Yeah, but like I've already told you, right? Just let's assume that the universe is as big as a glass fucking jam jar, right? And inside that fucking jam jar is a fucking universe, and inside that universe is a fucking planet called Earth, and in Earth there's all of these people like us, and they're running experiments to see if they live inside, if they're running, you know, inside a fucking program, and the aliens are going and looking at it and going, right, if these cunts can work it out, and we're going to use the same technique as they're fucking using to work out if we're inside of a fucking program ourselves. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I've said a couple of things. You have to say something too. You have to say at least one idea. You can't just put me on the spot here. You know.
I have to put you on the spot because you don't get it, right? I'm just telling you, like I asked you if you could fucking conduct an experiment to work out, you know, whether you're inside of a program, and you came up with, oh, well, I can chop my cock off, but that's not really proving anything. You know, that's just proving that you can chop your cock off, right? Which is understandable. If your girlfriend says, oh, fuck, you got an ugly cock, and you says, well, I'm going to chop the bastard off, I'd say, well, okay, no worries, right? You're allowed to do that, but you're still not fucking working out if you're inside a program, right? Which was my argument to start off with.
Yes, but it was a joke, and I mentioned of other things, right?
Oh, yeah. But I just said to you before, like, the aliens, right, who are conducting this experiment, right, they're probably saying to themselves, are they themselves inside a program? And their experiment is, oh, okay, well, let's do our experiment and let's make a universe and see if these dumbass fucking humans can work out if they're inside of a fucking program. And
well, I got a simple solution there. We can make a program, if we can make some other, let's just call them people. If we find a technological way to create some sort of world that is simulated, then we can assume that we are in a program as well. Yes, I guess, I don't know if that makes any sense.
How do we go about performing an experiment to see if we're inside the fucking program?
By building a program ourselves.
There you go. That's what I said to you before. That means, who's to say there's not aliens outside of our universe looking into our universe, which they've done, and you're saying, oh, let's build a universe or something ourselves or a program and observe what they do, right?
Yep.
And see if they can nut it out, and if they can nut it out, we'll pitch that idea and run that experiment ourselves.
Well,
so you're just compounding the fucking problem.
No. What I said is not that we'll see what those people in the simulated universe do and do it ourselves. I'm saying if we can manage to create a simulated universe, right, then we can assume that we might be simulated as well, if it is possible.
Yeah. So what we have to do is, okay, the aliens have already simulated a universe, right?
Yeah.
Right? You understand? And they're looking, because they've already simulated the universe, but they want to know if their universe is simulated.
I know,
just because they've created their universe, right? And they're saying, oh, well, we've got the technology, we've simulated a universe. How do they know how their universe, what they're in, isn't simulated as well? What?
Could find it a bit shit, you know?
What? All I said was they can make an assumption that they'll be like, you know what?
Yeah, but
we made a universe, so you know it's quite very possible that someone simulated us.
Yeah, but on the same token, they might turn around and say, yeah, but the other person, like the other alien, his mate, might turn around and say, yeah, but we could be in a simulated universe. Just because we've created one doesn't mean we're in a simulated universe.
Yeah, it is an assumption, definitely.
No, but we can't live our lives on assumptions. We need fucking definite answers.
Yeah, because like the Europeans invented the wheel, right? But they couldn't assume that Africans invented the wheel as well because they didn't. So
yeah, but
it kind of goes like that.
I don't really know. See, well, that's another fucking thing. Who invented the wheel, right? That's another different story, right?
Yeah, just an analogy, whatever the example.
But the aliens are in a fucking like predicament because they've simulated a universe. We simulated The Sims, right? We simulated The Sims, so therefore, you know, does that mean that we're in a simulation because we created The Sims?
Well, the fucking Sims is not exactly. It's not.
Oh yeah, we didn't get it down pat, right? But then again, we don't know if they had. Well, we know that they had feelings. They walked around. They went shopping. You know, they drove in cars. You know, they walked along footpaths, they went to parties, you know, they done all sorts of shit. Even when you went to the bed, yeah, but even when you were in bed, the Sims were still fucking walking around. You know, their lives were really, really happy until fucking you deleted the program, and that was a form of dying, so to speak. You know, for instance, like your part of the program stopped working when your program got deleted, when you died.
Mm-hmm. Well,
see,
this is interesting. Maybe Sydney can pitch in a little bit, see what he's got.
Why? It's not it. I asked you because I thought, like, you've been you've been around the world, and you've been to the UK. You've learnt a lot. Like, basically, you're a man of the world. You should know a lot of fucking information. You've talked to a lot of people. You must have gathered fucking lots of information, and you can give me answers. I didn't want fucking chopping off my cock as a fucking demonstration. I thought that was fucking like, well, I want to keep my cock regardless if I'm in the simulation or not. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I didn't want. Yeah, I didn't want to say, oh fuck, I'm gonna fucking chop my cock off just to prove the simulation's fucking real or not.
No, I chop your cock off and we'll see the proof.
That's
it's in the pudding.
So I want you to come up with some sort of. You don't have to do it now, right? But I don't want you to take forever either. I want you to come up with a way of working out how we know we're not in a simulation, right? And this is just all made up bullshit, and and that we're not being spied upon by aliens running some sort of fucking experiment.
I think
and we can call them out. You know what I'm saying? We can call them out and we can say, hey, what are you doing with the fucking program? Right? Shit like that. Like, we know that we're in a fucking program, right? We're on to use cunts. I want to let them know that we know that they're fucking running this fucking program, and it's not, and we want them to change some of the parts of the program.
How could the Sims know? How could the Sims know that they're in a simulation?
Well, you give them fucking ability to go shopping and fucking drive cars, and like, according to the Sims, from what I gathered when I was watching them, right? They appeared to be walking around all by themselves. I wasn't saying, hey, walk up that street, turn left. They're doing it all by themselves. So I'm assuming that they had the free will to go to the shops and go to the bank and go here and drink water and go and have a sleep and all that. So, I never told them to go to bed. They did it on their own. So I'm assuming they had free will.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So, we haven't got any fucking closer, right, to our problem.
I see, but we attack it from different directions. So what I'm saying, like, how would a sim find out that it's in a simulation? Right? How?
I don't know. They'd obviously have to do an experiment. The same way you and me, or you in particular, have to do an experiment to work out whether we're in a fucking simulation or not.
Maybe if we both chopped off our dicks
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to solve the fucking problem somehow. I'd rather say.
Scared. Come on.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. Because don't forget, this program, right, it's got all these emotions all built in, right?
Don't get emotional when you're chopping off.
Well, I don't want to get emotional. I just don't want you to go and say, oh, fuck, I'm going to fuck the program up by fucking chopping my cock off, because their program will let you do that. Yeah?
Yeah. Don't let me do that.
Yeah, it's like The Sims, they were walking around and doing shit all day long, so any tick of the clock you could go look at it and go, oh, look what they're doing now, they're building buildings, right?
Fucking Sims.
Yeah, oh, look at that, he got caught for fucking speeding, right? Nothing fucking new there, right? So what I need you to do is run some sort of an experiment, or come up with some sort of test to see if we're in a simulation or not.
All right. So,
because another thing what you got to understand is also the aliens who are fucking conducting these fucking tests, right, to see if they're in a simulation themselves, right? They're going to be watching, right, and seeing what sort of test you come up with. And if you come up with some dumbass test, they're going to say, that's not going to fucking work. Let's not fucking listen to this cunt anymore, right?
And they might,
I want the
they
aliens.
might believe me.
I want the aliens to be proud of you, right? If you come up with a fucking test to prove that you're not in a simulation.
I've got an idea. How about I pissed off the aliens?
Yeah.
And
How you gonna
like,
do that?
Fuck you aliens, suck my fucking cock and lick my fucking asshole.
Yeah, which is part of the program.
Well, it's gonna piss them off, right?
Well, I don't know if it's going to piss them off, right?
I'm like,
because they mightn't give a fuck about your asshole and your cock, because they probably don't have a fucking asshole and a cock, you know. So they would probably say, I don't know what this cunt's on about. We've got a fucking faulty part in our fucking program here.
probably
I need you to come up with a fucking an experiment where we can fucking, like, you know, sink our teeth in, where we can do the experiment and see if we're in a simulation or not, right?
Well,
I was hoping you'd say something like, let's look for a glitch in the program, right? I thought you'd say, if we can find a glitch, right, then we could go, only programs have glitches in it, right? So now I know that it's a fucking program because I found a glitch. Because there's always fucking some sort of glitch in programs, right?
But this program is pretty good. You can't really find a glitch. It's better that you show.
No, I don't know of any fucking program. Listen, all programs are one sort or another has got fucking glitch. You know, like for instance, the alien program that's making you fucking, you know, your dick to get fucking bigger and your skin to fucking fall off. They're all fucking parts of the program, right? Sooner or later, you know, they're not going to get every single part of the program correct, right? They're going to have faults, and that's your job to find out the glitches. Every program has glitches. Ask Bill Gates.
Yeah, fucking Windows 10 shit.
Yeah, he'll tell you about fucking glitches. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Talk about fucking glitches. You can tell that Windows 10 is simulated.
Yeah, that's probably a fucking dumbass fucking program. The fucking the programmer's going, let's give him fucking like Windows 3.1 because we're running fucking Windows 10, which is fucking way more powerful than fucking, you know, 3.1. So we're miles in front of you cunts.
I think the aliens use Windows XP because that's the best. That's what they use.
Yeah, well, that's where you've got to find the glitch. You've got to find, and lots of glitches. Yeah, find the fucking